Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel of Gondor, and we're back in Esgaroth of old. We're helping Thorlin track and discover what the people in here are trying to do. It seems these thieves are trying to steal the Smaug's bones. What for? I cannot imagine. So we'll need to take a look at that. But we also need to recover the stolen supplies, untie the rafts. Oh, someone there just leveled up. Congratulations. Oh my god, these guys are respawning really fast. Ah, here's one of the rafts we need to untie. What will happen when we do that? Not an animation for it, but this surely has a consequence. Just trying to see here, where else do we go for the supplies and the rafts? Because I don't see any more. No, it was all over there. To the north, it seems. Okay. So, okay, I see it now. Gonna take the supplies in here. And hopefully send this guy away in his rogue. Ah. Black Númenóreans are the ones we need to defeat, not these petty thieves. Okay. Plenty of Black Númenóreans here anyway. There we go. Now, back to Thorlin. Where was he? There we go. It's done.
I would speak with you.
Good work, Beriathan. With the men on the run, there is only one worry that remains.
Take heed, now.
Those were men of Mordor then. But look, a raft approaches from across the water. Can you see the occupant? He is dressed as those men were, and by his bearing I guess he is their leader. I wonder what he might tell us of this dark plot we have found here, if we brave standing before him. Put it down. Let us go and find him. I'm not afraid of any Black Númenórean. Confronted plenty of Black Númenóreans already. Yeah, they don't scare me. Alright. And his is this raft. Okay. Even in my own defeat, Lake Town shall succeed. And look what we have here. It is a pile of rust? Look at the bones of Smaug. Sure. Not from the raft, it seems. So another pile of rust. We found one of those in Castilla. Now there's another one right next to the bones of Smaug. This is a good place to look at the bones of Smaug. Smaug bones remain unmoved. So at least we succeeded at that. Yeah, maybe going in between the vertebrae of Smaug is not a good idea. Even looks a little disrespectful. Hopefully he's been long dead. Can you imagine if Smaug was alive? Can you imagine if by any chance we get to see Smaug alive? Maybe through an instance or a session play, or even one of those things that LOTRO has been doing for a while now, that's taking you to areas in the past as some sort of flashbacks. Any way of having a look at Smaug will be interesting, because those bones in here suggest a massive and impressive dragon.
Take heed now.
You tell Thorlind of Burudaur's words and all you saw. He ponders deeply. I see. It sounds as if there is some other scheme afoot, somewhere in Lake Town. There we have another piece of the puzzle, and yet I still cannot guess at the whole. Will you go to Lake Town and uncover what you may? I must report back to Felagoth without delay, and your swift action might prevent whatever harm is planned. What else do we have in here? Well, apart from the lost lore, it seems that's it. And the Black Book of Mordor, travel to the entrance of Lake Town. But that seems to be truly it. In Lasgalen, yeah, the lost lore only. Okay, cool. Now let us go back on the road. We are really not far from Lake Town, and the worst, it might be a little overkill for this trip, but we're doing it anyway. Here we have a look of Lake Town at night. Hopefully we'll get a chance of another shot during daytime, because Lake Town looks great. Great place. Indeed, Lake Master. So we're gonna grab the stable master in here. The guards stare at you appraisingly. Yeah, just give me a moment. So, this is just for fishing. You gotta fish. Catch 20 different fish. Just for a title and some trophies, so not crucial right now. Now, is there any talk here of Smaug's bones? We'll see.
What brings you to Lake Town? I hope you intend no trouble here.
Oh there, stranger. What brings you to Lake Town? I hope you intend no trouble here, for there is turmoil aplenty without adding to it. You are sure Barthric you intend to cause no disruption, and Nembadeth of the Rough Elves suggested you speak to Barthric directly. Nembadeth is a friend, and I trust her judgment, though she is more flighty than the others of her kind I have met, and seems more a woman of the lake than an elf of the wood to me. She obtained a very smart wooden carving for my son Saevar on his past birthday, and he prizes it above all. For Nembadeth I will help you as I may. What do you need, friend? You ask Barthric if he has heard tale of Karasgar, the weeping warrior, and he grimaces. Too often have I heard that name. He is a constant source of trouble in this part, and seems often the wellspring from which our pains come, though he is rarely seen. Whether he buys his agents with coin or with promises I cannot say, but I am certain more hands than his own work our misfortunes. If you ask around town you may learn more. I wish you well for Nembadeth's sake, but keep your wits about you. I do not want to tell her that the man she sent to me made an unhappy end. Don't worry, I can take care of myself.
You are welcome in Lake Town, friend, but I'm afraid you have come at a bad time.
You're welcome, Lecton Warden, but I'm afraid you have come at a bad time. It's a delicate situation. If you must know, you shall have to go to the Master's Manor and see for yourself. Sure. A moment in here, please, if you will. Looks great. All this looks great. I really like the guard uniform here in Lake Town. Not something that I would wear myself, but it's very different from every other human armor. Very unique. Among the shouts of an unruly mob, you catch the word Smaug. Is it though? Okay.
Stranger.
Yes, you heard me right. Leave Smaug's bones where they lie. Don't tell me you're in favor of this madcap plan. No, as a matter of fact, I'm not.
Stranger.
Whatever that is. You are not one of those lot then? Good. Why they wish to dredge up those bones and burn them here to New Lake Town, I can't say. It was that dragon after all, as set all Lake Town ablaze. Or have they somehow forgotten the tales of their grandmams? If you think you can make some sense of such rotten bother, go talk to Staffhild over there. At the very least, he'll try to tell you why they believe the things they do.
Yes?
Why I bring the bones here? Well, they're doing no one any good out there in the lake, for one, and they have great value, or so I've heard tale. They could bring great wealth to Lake Town, or put them up somewhere, and travelers like yourself will come from leagues away just to see them. Don't you lecture me of that rot about ill luck? Why, that's a real bit of smoke at the Dragonbone Inn, isn't it? I've always thought so, at any rate. The clear thing is, whoever began this talk was thinking with their head for a change, and that's just the sort of thing Lake Town needs. Really, someone ought to bring a petition to the Master. The Master of Lake Town should hear of this. That much is true. Yeah, I'm also very curious to see what's the deal with all these people. Ah, there's a milestone in here. Let me grab the milestone before I forget. Ah, Sagi page. The townsfolk lower their voices and eye you warily. And I couldn't even hear what they were talking about. Ah.
Father to son, and father to son again, the Black Arrow was secretly passed, until the day the dragon sleeping within the mountain awaked.
Now, the Master's residence is... The Master's Manor stands before you. Lake Town citizens are milling about in front of the manor.
No admittance. The master has died.
You hear a familiar whistle from somewhere nearby. Mervárth! Mervárth!
You seem to have a knack for showing up where things have gotten interesting.
Beriathan, good to see you again. You seem to have a knack for showing up where things have gotten interesting. It does seem our dear old Master of Lake Town has died, but those guards are being awfully tight-lipped about the cause. He was the very picture of health just yesterday, and then there's a rumor going around that he was murdered.
I am certain the master's death was no mere accident.
And I have every intention of revealing those responsible. I imagine you are intrigued by this mystery as well? By all means, feel free to come along.
I might be able to get some information out of him, if he's in a good mood today, that is.
I think our first stop should be the guards' barracks. I'm on good terms with the captain, Alar, and I might be able to get some information out of him. If he's in a good mood today, that is. Well, we'll soon find out. Ah, you're coming with me, okay.
Roused from slumber, Smaug took to the sky, and all the lake folk would have died, but for your grandsire, named as you are, Bard.
Alright, well, since Mervárth is coming with us, I figured then let us go to the barracks. They are on the southwest side. Is this building in here? Found a Lecton guard's barracks. Here we have the captain. Oh! The fish trophy. If it isn't Mervárth, come to stick your nose in others' business again, have you? Come now, Alar, you know you wouldn't have caught that house robber without me. What do you want?
You're here about the Master's death, is that it?
You're here about the Master's death, is that it? As much as I hate to admit it, especially to his face, Mervárth here was instrumental in catching an especially elusive house robber just last month. So for you two, I will confirm the rumor. The Master was murdered, but keep it to yourselves. We don't want all Lake Town in a panic over it. I suppose Mervárth might help in finding the killer, if you helped with some of this tedious work that's been piling up. Like, for example...
Ah, yes.
You know what I really need around here? Someone to clean this mess. My guards are filthy despite how many times I have scolded them for it. How hard it is to wipe your boots off before you come inside. Do me a favor and clean up after them. And what else?
By water or by road, as they say.
I need someone to go around town posting notices. That someone is now you. Take this stack from over there and put them up anywhere that looks appropriate. Or... we'll begin by cleaning the mud. And what do we have here? Fish trophy. Ah. This is the thing. This is an element, an item for a deed, but you will not trigger the deed until you do them all, or is this part of the Master of Lecton? No. This is an explorer deed, but you will only complete it when you use all the plaques in here. Ah, the forest gate we have not been to yet, but we will be. The path of the company, we're also working on that. Quest of the Dalelands. Yeah, it is not here. So we gotta keep an eye open for all the fish trophies around town. I don't remember how many there are. At least 10, maybe more. Anything here? Yeah. Mervárth. Yeah, but he's not having a quest. That's just a glitch on the minimap, it seems. Oh, another page. Good.
Many years went by, and Bane, Brand's grandson, came out of the woods to be an archer of the Lake Town Guard, like his distant ancestor before him.
Ah, there's another fish trophy here. I had a feeling. Some places might have more than one of this. So you just gotta keep an eye open for that.
Long Lake Mountaintop.
Much better. Now, if you could only smack some sense into my men, we wouldn't need to assign someone to clean up duty in the first place. Yeah, but... if you haven't been able to knock some sense into your men, I don't know then who can. I mean, they are your men after all. Ah, this is ideal notice location. How many of these? 10. There are plenty of locations around Lake Town, so we don't need to worry about missing anything here. I'm actually trying to rather remember where the pages might be or the fish plagues. But chances are, if there is a building you can get into in this place, there will be a fish plague in it. Burned water house, for example. What's this? A tavern of some sort, it seems. Oh, school, Daredevil ambassador. Have the feeling we were not supposed to be here yet. But it's better to get going with these fish trophies, if you ask me. Ideal notice locations. 1. 2. Barber Shop. Okay, so Dragon's World Hardship, we have weathered them all. The Barber Shop is also another place in which you can find those fish plagues, at least one of them, yeah. And the thing is that not a lot of people visit the Barber Shop. So if you don't know that you're looking for that, you might not even come in here to find it. As before, the townsfolk fall silent and wait for you to move on. Fine, keep your secrets. Ideal. Notice location. Let us try and explore first the perimeter. Okay. Mariel, Pelagoth ambassador. So this place is booming with people. Posted notices. Oop. Ah, that's it. Window. Suspicious characters. Nope, wait. Over here. Ideal notice location. Getting the feeling that I'm not going where I want to be. Just getting myself reacquainted with the layout of Lake Town so that I can move around the town with ease. Also trying to make sure that I'm not leaving any corner unexplored. You never know when some of the pages might be located. Ah, there we go. The Dragonbone Inn, the Master's Manor. I can't believe there's only 2 pages in here. That doesn't seem right. Could you talk to me now instead of talking about Mervárth?
Long Lake Mountain Top.
Yes, I'm sure you did a wonderful job. What do you want? A pat on the head and a biscuit? That's kinda rude.
You're quite good at this.
That's better. You're quite good at this, Beriathan. If you ever want to retire from the adventuring life, I'm sure I could put you to work scrubbing the floors. You can go ahead and investigate a murder location now. I sent word that you're coming.
We have access to the murder location. We should make our way there.
With Captain Alar's blessing, we have access to the murder location. We should make our way there. And what's the murder location? The Manor? Most likely it's the Manor, right? Mervárth, where did you go? Oh, it's somewhere around here then, it seems. This appears to be the location of the murder. Wasn't here? Okay.
You may look, but please do not touch anything.
Beriathan, Captain Alar instructed us to let you investigate the area. You may look, but please do not touch anything. This is where we found the Master last night. We believe the murderer was hiding behind that crate, pushed the Master against the wall, and stabbed him with that knife. Let us know if you find anything worthwhile. Okay, so, red kerchief. Red kerchief. This looks just like the ones worn by the Lake Town smugglers. A weapon. That must be the murder weapon. Seems pretty ornate for a common thief. Rust? Again? A mysterious patch of rust coats the ground. What's this? Rust? The guard didn't mention this.
Hail, traveler.
Rust? No, I don't know anything about the rust, but Mervárth thinks the red kerchief belongs to the Lake Town smugglers. That is an important piece of information. I will let Captain Alar know.
It appears our master was murdered by the Lake Town smugglers.
Well, that was certainly illuminating. It appears our master was murdered by the Lake Town smugglers. You're sure about that? That's a little bit too easy.
If the Lake Town smugglers are involved, we should go have a chat with my boss.
Dagrun, captain of the market. She will want to know. You can find her headquarters on the other side of town. The Trade Commission headquarters. Are those ones, I believe. Yeah. There you are, Mervárth. Captain Alar told me you were helping with the murder investigation. Behaving yourself, I hope.
This is enough to bring in Skotmund for questioning.
Always, ma'am. Mervárth quickly explains that you found a Lake Town smuggler kerchief at the murder location. Dagrun grins and slams her hands flat on her desk. This is it. This is evidence combined with the illegal goods you found in Esgaroth is enough to bring in Skotmund for questioning, that louse. Mervárth, get into that warehouse and bring him in. I doubt he will come easily, so bring your friend. At last, we've got him.
Yes.
It's time to diminish the Lake Town smugglers' numbers so they can no longer conduct their treacherous business. Defeat any smugglers you encounter within their hideout.
By the dragon's shadow.
While you're cleaning out the smugglers, would you mind cleaning out their ill-gotten goods as well? We've found enough evidence to lock Skotmund away for good, and I don't want any questionable items resurfacing because we failed to take care of it right away. Just go ahead and destroy any you find.
It seems I shall need to rely on your protection now, friend. Glad to have you.
I'm afraid we're going to have to fight our way through the entire band of criminals to get to their leader, Skotmund. The warehouse is east of here by the docks. Let's go. Anything? Yeah? Not as much. Another fish trophy. And another fish trophy. Anything else in here? No? You're sure we're not missing any more fish trophies? Okay. Fulfit nods at you, a welcome change from the other townsfolk. You should be more careful with that name, friend. Folk are on edge hereabout, and it's said the Whipping Warrior has ears everywhere. I might know a thing or two about him you might find of use. Coldfeet peers into the shadows. We should not speak of him here. Go to the Dragon Bunny Inn, here in town, and tell Fasti outside that you're a friend of Coldfeet. We won't be disturbed there. Alright. But first, I want to look for those smugglers. Warehouse. What kind of warehouse are we talking about? This one. The door is guarded by a shady-looking ruffian.
Why do you interrupt me?
Who are you then? No password, no entry. Well, there you have our password. Smuggle goods. Come on here, Mervárth, will you? So I think what we're gonna do... Ah, Scotsman. You are tougher than you look. Yeah. Fine, you win. Let's go see Dagrun. Scotsman, by order of Dagrun, Captain of the Market, you are under arrest. That was faster than I thought it would be. I thought Scotsman would be hiding behind a larger group of mobs. Not so tough now, are you? This is very funny. First time I believe that we find and confront the leader of the enemy camp before completing the other quests. Ah, another fish trophy here. Okay. That's it seems. Anything else in this place, I believe. Okay. And we just gotta wait for some of these knife throwers to respawn. Couple of them in here up top, that's good. There we go. Yeah, that was it seems. Oops. Let us go then, Mervárth, and bring word of it to Dagrun. Let me use another one of these. Another two, I think. And what tracer we got here? Gambit life tap damage. I mean, I don't mind this tracery in particular, but... but it's not a good level. Not yet.
By the dragon's shadow.
Good work, Beriathan. Perhaps now that the refuse has been swept away, we can keep this town a bit cleaner. Oh, what do we have in here? Needed known to the Man of Dale, friend to the Man of Dale. It seems that was all. Man of Dale, there we go. Yeah, a shame about the elves. We were not able to get there, but we got really close. Men of Dale, let's see how far we can go with them. Known to the Men of Dale, 5 LOTRO points, and that's it, and the title. You have rich acquaintance status with the Men of Dale? Perfect.
Hail, traveler.
You destroyed how much? Thank you for taking care of that, Beriathan. Now none of it will make it out onto the streets.
Thanks to you, I finally have my prize.
Scotland, the Lake Town smugglers are finished.
I've questioned him, but he would not admit to the murder.
Good work bringing in Scotland. I've questioned him, but he would not admit to the murder. Belligerent fool, as always. You may go speak to him yourself if you wish.
Oh, it's you. Come to relish your victory?
Not quite. We found your gang's signature red kerchief at the crime scene of the Master's murder, Scotland. Just admit you had him killed. I had nothing to do with the murder. I'll admit all day to being the best smuggler this soggy little town will ever see, but I make it a point to stay out of politics. This is a waste of time. We all know we can't believe anything that comes out of your mouth. I don't care what you believe. You have the wrong man.
I think he said all he's going to say to us. Let him rot in that cell.
We have done well together, Beriathan, and then some. Murder unveiled, notorious smuggler ring broken up, Scotland locked up, Dagrun happy. Not bad for a single day of work. What comes next?
I didn't think you would get anything else out of Scotland, but it was worth a try.
We know more than enough to lock him away for a long time. Now, I have something else to speak to you about, Beriathan. The elders will choose the next master tonight. Everyone considered for the position is invited to a feast. I have just received my invitation and it says here that I can bring one guest. I would like that guest to be you. Oh, I know about you, Beriathan. World traveler, war hero, known to the kings of Rohan and Gondor, known to the elves of Mirkwood, Rivendell, Lothian, and the dwarves of Erebor, friend of wizards. All of that aside, you have aided us in bringing the most notorious villain in Lake Town to justice. Yes, you will be a very impressive guest indeed. Before the event, I suggest you go around town and meet the others who are being considered as the next master. I believe they are Frekur, Orgrand, and Rickol. Oh, there will be an ambassador from the elves and one from the dwarves present as well. Once you are done, meet me at the Manor. Wear something fitting for the occasion. Alright, according to this, Scotland should have a quest for us. But maybe we have not reached that point yet, because a constant throughout the quest lines of Erin Lasgale, Dale, and Erebor is that they are interconnected. You can only advance... You need to advance other quest lines up to a certain point before you can continue with the others. So... maybe that's what's going on with Scotland.
A glorious day!
Well met. I am host cult of Durin's folk, here by King Thorin III's orders to make sure Erebor's interests are known to the Lake Town elders. I will be truthful with you, Beriathan. We have heard some rumblings of dissent and talk of Lake Town seceding from the Kingdom of Dale. That is absolutely not something we dwarves want, as both Dale and Lake Town are important in the greater trade network. I will make sure these men understand that secession cannot happen if they want to keep receiving goods from the Lonely Mountain. Alright, I know where Mariel is, the ambassador of the elves, but I have no idea where the other two guys might be located. Oh, there's a door in here. Oh. Okay, let us grab this. Fish trophy. How many fish trophies are here? You see, there is a crafting area, auction house, bolt services, all in once. Much like Forlaw. It's almost the same layout. I like towns that are like this, very convenient.
Yes?
Who are you and why are you interrupting my work? Oh yes, you're Dagrun's guest for the dinner. I don't know what all the fuss is about. You seem awfully common to me. Yes, I will see you tonight. Go away now. I'm very busy. You hurt him. Shoo! Who are you? They were? I don't like you. So full of yourself.
Long Lake Mountain Tall.
Oh, hello there. Dear, we have a guest. Oh, you must be Beriathan, Dagrun's friend. I suppose we should get used to meeting all sorts of fancy folk with you becoming master soon, husband. But that hasn't been decided yet, Hata. Sash, Relkov, your father is one of the elders. Of course you will be chosen. You just let me do the talking now. Yes, dear. Okay. I'm afraid we're quite busy preparing for tonight. It was good to meet you, Beriathan. Well, some education goes a long way, you know. Yeah, the Dark Lord is... well, has fallen, that's true. Now, it seems we're only missing the ambassador to the elves. Nope. I can make my way around town, but I just need some time. Ah, but there she is.
A word between us, then.
My Gavanian friend, I am Mariel, ambassador of the Woodland Realm, sent to make sure the king's interests are represented in the election of the new master. All the peoples of this region, whether they be elf, dwarf, or man, are connected. We must make sure the elders of Laketown remember this. We will talk more tonight. Alright, Orgran. Who is Orgran? It seems both of them are in the same place?
You are a friend of Colfeath? I will show you to a table inside.
Or you can wait for him. Okay.
Follow me, friend. Colfeath will not be long.
I am sure Colfeath will be along to speak with you shortly, Beriathan. There are 2 taverns in Laketown, but the Dragonbone Inn is always full of patrons. The noise makes it most well suited to conducting this great business. This way, Beriathan. Need a table for this man, Rambig? This is one of Colfeath's friends. I don't want any trouble here, Fasti. Just one table, Rambig. Maybe in the back? No, right here by the fire. Fine. Over here. Have a seat. Maybe buy a drink or two. Colfeath will join you soon. Okay, I thought Fasti was the innkeeper. It seems he's not. Ah, Rambik, you just changed model. That's weird. Okay. You have some time to wait before Colvin arrives. The dwarf ignores you. He seems content to sit and take in the scenery, keeping to himself. There are so many things to see here. Have you seen the bones of the dragon, stranger? They are hard to miss, for even a cursory glance will reveal their blanch horror, and none could mistake them for anything but the legacy of their cruel owner, no longer living. We were just discussing what has caused their emergence from the lake. My wife believes that soil and other deposits washed downstream have collected beneath the buildings of Old Lake Town, raising both the pilings and the dragon's bones above the water. I think the lake cannot bear to hold Smaug's malice any longer, and belches him forth, revealing him to the sun and to the stars. What say you? Smaug has been dead this many years. I say let him lie and forget him, even if the lake will not. Rambik has been a good friend to my family for many years. Do not cause any trouble for her, and we will get along fine, stranger. Nothing but fanciful imaginings. There are no more dragons about, no matter what the old folk may say. Drink up, stranger, and pay no heed to such stories. So many patrons in here. Return to your table by the fire. I am sorry, do you think I might intrude upon your time? Well, you were ignoring me just a moment ago, but yeah, go ahead. Hello there, friend. I hope you do not mind my intrusion, but I have not seen you at the Dragon Inn before today. And it seems to me you must have an interesting story or two to tell. This is my third favorite drinking spot, and I never miss an opportunity to sample the local brew whenever chance brings me through Lake Town as it has today. Another opportunity I never miss, learning more about the folk who cross my path, and the adventures that led them to cross it. The dwarf laughs heartily and strokes his beard. I am called Out the Game Cutter, and I am at your service, of course. What brings you to the Dragonbone Inn? Men and women are not rarity in Dale and Lake Town, but I can tell from your dress and bearing that you have passed through many lands to come here. Which is the furthest, would you say? You consider your travels and hazard a guess. Anthony nods wisely. That is quite a ways, friend. I am something of a traveler myself, for it runs in my family. But I take most joy in the fashioning of complex trinkets in the improvements of my handiwork. Of late, I have been less successful, I'm afraid, and it is not just my own craft that suffers. I don't want to trouble you with my problems. Someone's been asking questions they shouldn't. Basti said there will be no trouble, Colfit. Basti doesn't make the rules, Rambik. You sure you want to do this? Is this about you, Beriathan? Maybe. At least take your quarrel outside. Beriathan, I want to ask you some questions. This town is built upon the Lake Beriathan, and the water rises and falls around it. There is an order to this place. If that balance is upset, Lake Town suffers. You should know your place here, Beriathan. It's dangerous to ask questions about Karas who are here. You might not like the answers. You don't have any business here, man. You sure? My boys will teach you a lesson. You sure you want to do this? Is there room in the lesson for one more? You stay out of this, dwarf. Keeping out of a fight. Not my specialty. And not mine either. I've warned you time and again, Colpit. No more! 3 drinks to the patron who knocks out Colpit. Yeah, that's what you deserve. Finish them, Fasti. But... Nothing. Stop! Stop! I give up! Colfit, come back! Wait for me! And don't come back! It is long past time someone stood up to Colfit. He has been a source of much trouble for the patrons of my inn, and I am glad he has been put in his place. He will not dare to show his face around here for some time, and when he does, I wager I will have no trouble finding folk to show him the door. Is it true he worked for Karasgar? That explains much about his dealings and about the company he has kept. Good riddance to him. You, however, will always be welcome at the Dragonbone Inn, Beriathan. Thank you! That was an invigorating fight, Beriathan, and all the better because I did not expect it. Perhaps I must elevate this tavern one place in my personal ranking of drinking spots. Now it is my second favorite, and not my third. I always have time for a good brawl and a refreshing ale. Let us speak outside, Beriathan. I have something I'd like to ask you. Okay. Yes, speak, Outhie. What do you need?
What's a fine brawl?
But such fights are not as good for talking. We will be better able to talk here.
I like you. You are good in a fight. That much is clear.
Are you also good at holding things in confidence? You assure Outhie that you will not betray his trust, and he talks on his beard thoughtfully. I have worked at my craft for a long time, Beriathan. My father and my brothers are jewelers of no small skill, celebrated throughout all the kingdoms of the dwarves, and I too have achieved no small success in that field. For dozens of years, the gem cutters had no equal, and the pieces we crafted were so fair even the most judgmental eye could be made to weep at their beauty. You should have seen them, my new friend. But something has been happening for the past few years. None of my efforts of late have achieved the same level of success as my earlier work. None of my pieces seem to sparkle as they once did, and others of my kind report a similar waning of their craft skill. What is happening to Durin's folk? There is some discussion underway at Erebor, and few can agree on the cause. I have taken to wandering, trying to come up with an explanation for this decay. I was on my way back to the mountain when we met, Beriathan. I have found no solution, but your quest has given me an idea. Could it be that Karasgar is responsible for this decline of our craft skill? He's active in the area and has no love for Durin's folk. Perhaps he has worked some evil against us. I invite you to go to Erebor and share what you have learned of the Weeping Warrior with King Thorin. It may be that our problems are related. I encourage you to slay some beasts on the way, my friend. I will as well, and see you there. Yeah, there was no hurry of completing the Black Book because you are immediately sent to Erebor with it, so no biggie here, but we'll take the chance now. All Orgrand is in here.
Well met, friend.
What have we here? I don't believe we've been introduced, friend. I am Orgrand, a humble servant of the people. You're Dagrun's guest for tonight, aren't you? My, you must have some wonderful tales to tell. Oh, but save them for tonight. I'm afraid I'm already late for my appearance at the brand new orphanage dedicated to those lost when the Easterlings attacked. Good to meet you, the pleasure was mine. Good to meet you too. So there was no hurry completing the Black Book, but you get sent to this tavern for both landscape and Black Book quests, so I think we did good with this one. I remember seeing 3 trophies in here, and it seems that was the case. Yeah, no more trophies in here. So we'll go back to Dagrun now, let her know we've talked to everyone, and we'll see what else she needs now. Nope, that was not the way. Right by the Manor, okay.
There you are, and right on time.
I must thank you again for accepting my offer. The folk we dine with tonight think highly of themselves and highly of their stations. Such errors are not to my taste, but it will not do to offend. No, We must smile and nod. Are those your best garments? Then let us get on with this. No, not my best garments, as a matter of fact. I can get some better garments if you want me to, sure. What do you think about this one? Presentable enough for the dinner? I think these are my best garments, yes. So, ready to go with you into the dinner, but that, however, will have to come on to the next one because we have run out of time for today. So thank you so much for watching today's episode of Citadel Adventures. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.